Welcome back to the channel, Super Snails. I don't see any birds and or birds. We have May 2025 roadmap. Let's take a look. Thank you, Parker. Thank you, Brunhild, for editing this guy. Okay, we have roadmap and releases. Let's see, in-game events, gallery sharing, and a snail code at the end. Like I covered in the sneak peek, we do have the monthly Lucky Star event, which is consistent, which is good. This is my first time seeing this May event come up on not being called anything special. So if they move forward calling them by their month and just saying event, I'm down. I would love that, because then we would always get an event. It wouldn't matter if there's a holiday or not a holiday on that month. Just boom, just an event. Good to go. We have Godhood coming up, tier 1 through tier 4. I guess, it makes sense. Probably the whales will be like waiting for T5 in like the first day. But if you're free to play, you'll probably be like, yeah, oh, cool. We got Protomon Divine Form. We'll talk about that. The Resolver Batch system. I mean, we've already talked about these yellow ones, but we'll go over them again. The Resolver Batch, it's probably just going to collect the resources for you, so you can just immediately start spending your rolls and stuff like that in the fridge section. So if you have the fridge, that's for you. Open chest in the batch system. I don't actually know what specific chests they're talking about, but hopefully it's chests that are very, very common. So maybe even opening chests that you get in the little like that little inventory area with the little pyramid and stuff. So maybe you can open up all of them all in one shot. That would be freaking nuts if that's the case. So details on the travel journal. We'll go into that. I'll show you the pictures and then we'll talk about it. No big deal. Demon God. This one's a little weird on me. Before I go into that one, sorry. The museum exhibition for Britland is going to be for NA only, though it's not that crazy. Because I feel like the museum section's a little. It feels like, wow, this is too early, because it's like I don't think I'm gonna be close to even getting that unless you're paying, and then maybe that's why they're doing it. They're keeping pace for the whales. Again, that's usually a thing. But if you're free to play, this is gonna be like, oh my god, I don't even know if I have the blueprints for it. So whatever. Demon God database batch system. I don't know if they mean the demon gods up in the domain section, or if they mean like the other gods, the other types of demon gods in the altar section. So that's a little fuzzy on for me. The fissure batch, so basically I'd have to see pictures of like what fissure section or what you get specifically in the fissure batch system, and I don't think there's any pictures of this right now, so TBD for that. New collector talent skills. When you finally unlock Lotto 3, there's going to be like this it looks like a little crystal or something next to the lottery machine. Once you unlock that, you get those collector talent skills or whatever. So that we'll talk about that. I have ideas of what it could be, but I'm not sure either. Protomania, that's going to be the event that I've been kind of talking, slowly dripping in intel to say, hold on your recruitment tokens. And then Recruitment Carnival, that is going to be the event at connected to the Protomania section. So let's see if we can find anything here. Okay, Godhood. The way Godhood was explained to me, when the Snail territory prosperity reaches 6,000, you can claim the Glorix in the prosperity bonus. The Glorix is going to be a little relic. I'm actually going to show it to you guys right here. This little relic right here is unlock sacred idol construction. The 6,000 points comes from the Snail territory, so this is where you put points into your little what do you call it, to get amber, to get more followers, and all the other points for the protomons to level up your protomons and stuff. So if you go back out one, and then you actually go into like the chieftain hut, or when you go actually into the cabin, there'll be like a little number up here. And if you hit 6,000, that's when you unlock it. It's really, really easy to get. Most of us on probably day one could probably get it. I mean, it's really, really simple to get, so it's not that big a deal. And then, so in the altar section, which not the altar section, sorry, the little sanctum area right here, if you can see, this is where your protomon and stuff are. In here, you're gonna see like your little, like the rock or whatever is probably gonna. Hopefully, they'll give us an animation of like the rock exploding or something, and then like, boom, slamming down the little little snail or whatever, and then you'll get like a god or whatever. So these stats right here will basically on next tier or whatever, when you level up your god, your current godhood level, you will then unlock a new form, and hopefully you can swap the form out, or maybe if it just continues to grow, you can just use that one or get stronger, or if one of them is lesser than the other, you just automatically by default, you know, change out into the next one, and then you can you never have to see the this weaker version if this is like level 1 or level 2. This one's saying level T2 godhood, so it looks like we acquired this person, whoever's playing this snail is just acquired the T1, because T2 godhood 0% means that there's going to be another form. So this person just unlocked this version, so this is probably your tier 1. So hopefully they'll be cooler looking, you know, gods or whatever moving forward, and they'll give you like these stats as you like give them more stars or whatever. They'll give you more hard stats, and that hopefully those numbers will actually increase and go up by a lot more. Here is the travel journal. If you look here, this is where your mailbox. This is where your mailbox is at. So at the very last end here, you're gonna have more bonuses and stuff like that, more things to acquire, and then just how-to stuff that you can get. I think this is gonna be pretty self-explanatory. Once you get it, you'll just follow the instructions, and then you just get what you need to get. This is the collector talent section. This is where you, again, I was talking about that little amber that you get at Lotto 3. You can finally put it in. The thing that I'm worried about this section is like you're going to be getting talent points. Hopefully these talent points are not going to be fighting with the current talent points you have now, because the current talent points you have right now, there's a lot of them that are really good, like really freaking good. Like for the snail, for the minion ones, you have leadership. For the snail home resources, you have exploration buffs, you have like gene research speed ups, and then in the middle you some hard stats which don't matter. I would just erase the middle one and put those into here, because then that would be better. But I really hope that that's not the case. I hope they don't fight against each other. As a matter of fact, I hope that all the points that are from the original actually kind of like multiply or clone themselves to go into this collector talent section. That would be dope, because then you would be able to fire up this like this on day 1. That would be awesome. But I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna speculate. That's just something that I would want to happen. This is the Protomania. So the Protomania is a section that has been rumors and stuff that's going to be coming out pretty soon. You're going to want to go ahead and save up a lot of your recruitment tokens, so that when this content actually arrives, you can actually play and go in as deep as possible. That's what I was told. So hopefully that's the case. I'm still going to be holding it. I'm only going to hit the Wonder Stelly level every week until I hit 5, and then every month when it resets to you can get that free Protomon, I'll reach level 8 on that, and then after that back to level 5. So if you have 4 weeks, you want one of your weeks to be level 8. Get your Wonder Stell your first week, get it to level 8, especially if you're free to play player, and then you want to go level 5 next week after that, level 5 next week after that, and then if Protomania ends up being on like the last week of whatever, or if it ends up being like every week, I don't know. That's going to be rough, because it's going to be asking you to basically use them all on that. So I'm not really sure how this content's going to play out, but I do know that you want to go ahead and save some of your resources for when it does come out. So and you only have a limit of 500 out of 500 with your regular recruitment tokens, not the advanced. The advanced ones are pay to play, and those you can have an unlimited supply. So if you're not going to pay, you might as well hoard some of those, so that when this content comes out, you get to enjoy the content. This is the batch number 1622 rewards in Lucky Box. These are all going to be nice to get when we get them. And here the recruitment carnival section is it's kind of like the lotto section. When you do enough of those recruitment tokens and spins, and you get your Wonder Stelly going and stuff like that, it's going to hit you with an automatic once per week. Only once during that week, it's going to hit you with that white tadpole section. So if you save some for today, and then you try tomorrow, and then you try the next day, and you're like, where is it? And it doesn't proc, it will proc some point during that week, and you'll be like, oh, okay. You know how like a lot of people get like a bunch of like when they do the Gigaball, the lottery tickets, and they get like all these reds, and people are like so excited, and they're like, oh, is this normal? It's like, yeah, this is going to be a normal C, so that's pretty good. Then here are your relics here that look pretty decent. The Lotto 3 ones look really, really cool. This arm right here, the burnt arm or whatever, Nuada's silver arm, that's okay. 3D problem model. Not sure what a 3D or 3B problem model is, but it's a triple S and probably the coolest looking here. And then we have a double S Zeppelin. I'm not really sure what any of these three are. You can probably look them up if you already have Lotto 3 and find out what they do for yourself if you really want to. The art looks great. Anything with Chanhee on it for the most part looks great. And we have a nice little May roadmap code. Put that in right now if you wanted to, and then get yourself some stuff. So yeah, that's the roadmap. Easy peasy. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.